Bosher to get us started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
We set. 19.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 20. The 8-yard line.
On the stop. A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Like I said, 19. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Watson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Now Watson, and his pass incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Watson. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 36. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Justin Houston in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 21.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hurt down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing on third down, Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. It's run. Hey, eat. You must be.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time that they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Watson. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Watson. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Now it's Watson. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Tight dog.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson, and he connects with Ertz. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Watson now to throw, and this is caught by Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. It's complete. Stills. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Now they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense...
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Got a man. It's Brown. Brown with his stick skills. And they work this out past the 25. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. He finds his man Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a second down. To throw is Watson. And Stills bringing it in.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
On first down, it's Johnson, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Justin Houston on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he finds Stills complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Martinez to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And Stills over the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. They'll look to throw, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Martinez looking to throw on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second down and inches. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Brandon Graham. And this Texans defense stands tall. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw is Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. Complete. It's Johnson. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Ready. Let's get it. Mike's 50. Let's go, B. Big series.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Got it. Private 64, weak.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Fournette on the counter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Go. Motion. You're ready, go.
They'll run it again with Fournette.
I got you, boy.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Martinez. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Martinez now throwing on 4th down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Houston, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for all you got.
I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made